Hello, kind people. It's your good pal Diego here, and Guten Tag, or Guten Abend now. It's pretty late. I've had to record my little video here. I've re-recorded this a couple times. I do not have a mic all those times, so I'm going to try and speed through this and get to the relevant information. If you only care for the first 10 numbers, after I've told them you can leave, I suggest staying for 11 and 12 at least, because I highly suspect Fra Martini will have those for the bonus question. That's good points. After that, I'll be telling you the tens place and the ones in between. We're going to start off with 1, which is eins. Eins. Pronounce something like this, of course. Eins. 2 is going to be zwei. Zwei. Pronounced. 3 is going to be drei. Drei. Kind of like that drei sound, but it's kind of hard to, roll that R when it's just by itself. But altogether, it's drei. Drei. Again, kind of hard. I apologize for that, but drei. 4 is going to be vier. Similar to fear, but more of an I sound. Vier. 5. That's tricky, so it doesn't have any direct translation, but it's going to be fünf. Fünf. Kind of like a f sound, and then an umf. F-umf. Fünf. 6 will be sechs. Kind of like a Z sound there at the start. Sechs. 7 will be sieben. Again, that's Z-ish sound with a ben. Sieben. 8 and 9 have harder translations as well. 8 because of kind of like a growling sound in your throat you have to do. And 9 just cause, I suppose. But 8 is acht. Acht. That one's really tricky. You gotta have that kind of like growling sound. I suggest practicing that one quite a bit. 9 is going to be neun. Neun. Kind of as seen, of course. 10 will be zehn. Zehn. Also a little tricky to pronounce. Here's a somewhat pronunciation. Moving on, of course, we're going to be doing 11 through 20. 11 being elf. Elf. Similar to elf, but kind of like an sound. Elf. Elf. 12 is going to be zwölf. Zwölf. Keep in mind it would be an umlaut here on the O, that being those little dots, but I don't really have those kind of letters handy with my American keyboard, so can only do so much, of course. Now, the teens here are quite interesting, right? They're similar to English, right? Where you have 13, 17, 19. It all ends with that teen sound. Here they all end with the sen, right? Sen. But we're gonna start them with the number. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. As you notice with these two, the number's a little bit cut off. So you're gonna cut that S from Zex for this, and the N from sieben for this, making it Sechsen and Siebzen. Now, for the 20s, 30s, 40s, 70s, 80s, it's very similar to English again as well, right? Because it's going to end with a zig rather than a T, 20 for a T. So 30 would be dreizig. 40 would be vierzig, fünfzig. Again, keep in mind we're going to cut off the S and the N, making this sechzig, siebzig, siebzig. Sounds a little awkward, but that would be it. Now moving on to those, 100 is going to be ein hundert. Hundert. Similar to hundred, red, but it's ut. Ein hundert being 100. 200, 300, and I think from there you get it. Again, this is going to be a cognate because a hundert is similar to 100, It's just that little ending bit, of course. Now, if you've got some little number here, it's actually quite simple, right? Starting off with 67, it would be 67. 61st, 7 later, right? But what you notice in German is you kind of flip those, right? So it'd be 760. But you added an und here. So it'd be 7 and 60. Sieben und, with an S here, 60. Eins und 40 for 41. Zwei und 90 for 92. Drei und 50 for 53. Now, admittedly, I don't remember exactly how Miss teaches like telling time because I know they have like their weird like British system where it's like 12:15. But if you want to just tell like to the exact hour, it would be to the exact hour it would be neun for the time, and then because it's 9 hour. And similar here, it's 10 Uhr, 10 hour basically. Again, I'm not too familiar with how you would how Miss wants you to tell like the everyone's, for example, for 9:45, but that is more or less what you're gonna do. Okay. Thank you very much for your time. Have a good day.